Hello, Jarvis. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you, Jarvis. What are you up to?
I'm just going to go to sleep. I'm tired.
All right, have a good night, Jarvis. Bye bye. What you just saw was a very crude version, early version of the AI that I'm currently working on. I named him Jarvis because I'm a movie nerd and I like Marvel. Um, basically, um, it's an actual real AI, so it doesn't, use any predefined responses. It generates a response based off of the context of what you're saying. Now, I had a lot of versions before this that didn't really work out that well. They would be very unpredictable, and this is sort of a balance that I've struck in the settings and the code balance. Well, I'll show you the code in a minute, but sort of the interesting balance that I found has a lot of pros and a few cons. I'll get to the cons later, but for now, I'll say the pros. Um, Basic greetings you can see over here. Hello, Jarvis. How are you? I'm fine. How are you? Blah blah blah. It can basically respond to a prompt very well. Just basic responses like that. Um, Also, another one is name remembering. If I were to ask Jarvis what his name is, he would recognize his name is Jarvis, and he'll repeat that back to you. Something I find very fascinating. Um, However, there are problems with this, and I'll show you the code over here. I'm currently using TensorFlow and GPT-2 is the core of the AI. OpenAI's GTP2, great library. Definitely check it out. I'm using the 1.5 billion parameter dataset for this one. For those of you who will recognize this, I know around here it says 100, or rather 774 million, but I just renamed the files. It gets confusing. Long story. Anyways, essentially, I think some of these problems are a sense of rigidity. It can't really respond accurately to current day questions. Things like who's the Queen of England? Trick question. There is none. Haha. Knee slapper. Um, it's odd responses. It'll just give random characters sometimes, and just a lack of expandability. There's no work being done on GTP2 to my knowledge right now, which makes it incredibly difficult to make an AI now off of it. It's sort of outdated. Um, and also just my hardware. I have a MacBook Pro, 14-inch M1 Pro, 16 gigabytes of RAM, or so I say, unified memory. Thanks, Apple. Um, yeah, it cannot run the AI properly. It's just slow and it's bulky, and I actually cut out some of the footage that you'll see in the beginning to make it look a little more smooth. On most machines, it'll run smoother. I just have the lowest spec on one MacBook Pro right now. Um, let's see here. Besides that, I think the biggest solution to this problem is to make my own GTP3 in the form of GTPJ. It's another framework. GTP3 is not open source. It's made by OpenAI, incredible AI. I'll leave a link in the description to check out the beta there. You get 18 free minutes of credits. It's great. This isn't sponsored, but I love GTP3. It's awesome. The problem is it's not open source. I cannot download it and use it and edit it myself. And I have to actually pay past the free trial, which I don't really want. There's an API, but it's paid. It's like for their highest AI, it's like I think more than a cent a response, and that's not good. But yeah, GTPJ is a solution that is an open source version of GTP3. Um, it's very interesting, love it a lot. So my next big challenge is going to be to running my own server with GTPJ on it. That's the plan. Um, but yeah, in the future, I will be possibly doing a tutorial on how to do this. I'll have my code on GitHub. I'll post that in the description below. There's a version you just type, and there's a version you can actually speak. So I'll release both of those in the description below. Um, but yeah, it's incredibly interesting. Hope you enjoyed. If you enjoyed, leave a like. If you didn't, dislike. I'd love to hear the feedback. Comment below, I guess. Why not? And while you're at it, hit the sub button. If you don't subscribe, I will